Hi, it's Josh again with another look back at last week at what the heck just happened. Everyone's been talking about inflation and interest rates, but we'll take a look at what's really going on behind the scenes and behind the headlines because there was a lot of them last week. Inflation didn't heat up. The consumer price index came out last week, and despite all the talk about tariffs, prices have actually stayed pretty steady, and that's good news for all of us. The Federal Reserve, which looks at all of this and they determine our short-term interest rates, they talk a lot about their concern of inflation, and they like to talk about what they call super core inflation, and that's already around their 2% target. And what all that means in plain English is the fact that a September rate cut is looking more and more likely. In fact, the market has already priced that in. Some costs are creeping up. Last week, we also got the producer price index. The producer price is for what the cost of goods that go into the people who make our products, and that has been creeping up. But so far, we have not seen those higher costs pass through to the end consumer. The job market has also softened a little bit, and when fewer people are working or spending, inflation usually cools off a little bit more. And the markets are still, like I said, they're optimistic about the rate cut in September, but that is still up to the Fed, and they still like to keep us guessing. So we'll see when that comes to play here. On the world stage, there was also some movement. We had a meeting between President Trump and President Putin, President Trump really trying to bring an end to the Ukraine conflict and Ukraine war. And if this can happen, it can calm things down on the global markets as well. Last week was full of news. There was lots of things out there, but the real story, I think, is the inflation that looks steady, and we may finally see some relief in the interest rates coming in September. As always, we'll keep watching the numbers, and we'll bring it back to you in plain English next week.